This time the quick speed shop. Look behind me, you got activity. I got concrete going on at the gas station, backyard gas station, doing the pad and the signpost and some other miscellaneous concrete. So here we go, let's get into it. Okay, here is the pad ready for concrete. Got some plastic up on the building so we don't get overspray on there, or splash on there I should say. I got this bougie mash style tarp set up because it is going to rain for like the next 10 days. It's going to rain like the next 10 days straight pretty much. So I need to keep the water off the concrete, and the roof was going to drip on it. So that's why that's there. Oh, look at this. Here is the signpost anchor plate. Friend Jordan cut out a metal plate for me, and I got these long studs. They're going to go down inside the base here. This is all going to be full of concrete, and the plate will sit there and stick. The studs will stick out of it, and I got to make a signpost to hold up the sign. But we're looking good here. About half an hour, the concrete truck should be here, and my guys will be here. Over here in the spot for the addition, I'm going to put on a 10 by 16 lean-to addition. I've done this little bougie stone setup because with a short load of the concrete truck, I had to order an extra yard of concrete. 5 yards is the minimum load, or you get charged a huge amount of short load fee. So I ordered 5 yards. You only need about 3.8 to do this and the signpost. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to dump the extra yard in here, just kind of make like a mud mat of concrete inside my building, and then I'll have a little bit of stone on top of it. But the extra yard or so should pretty much fill up this area, probably 2 inches thick, and give a little bit of base here. It's just right on the ground. I might throw a couple pieces of steel in it just because, but that'll make a mud mat, and then I'll get the stone over most of it and on top of it. This has got to come up quite a ways, so that'll be something to do with the extra concrete. So next time you see me, I'll have some more guys here, and the concrete truck will be here, and we'll be pouring. All right, here we are. We're jumping ahead a little bit. Got the concrete down and screed it out. Did the light pole base over here. And luckily the rain's holding off. And got the light pole base over here full of concrete. Got the anchor bolts set in that. And that's going. It's a little off center, but that's all right. I'll probably fight with it here, but it'll probably be good. And then the extra, like I said, I did the mud mat over here. Actually, I had more left over than I thought it was going to be, so I got about a good 3-4 inch pad for that. Actually, I'm going to go get some rebar and tamp down in it just to put a little strength into it. But we're looking good. We're going to come back here in a minute and get some pizza, and then start finishing off the pad here, no problem. Well, it's decided to rain. Doing the finishing now. Got tarped up. Looks like a homeless encampment here in the yard. How are we making out over here? I should have waited till after this to give you all that beer and pizza. Signpost here, ready to, it's kind of getting rained on, but it's giving it the antique look. Got a myriad of ladders and tarp. The old mud mat's not looking too bad. If we're going to be buried under stone, it's going to be better than nothing. Or do I need to bury it under stone? Maybe I'll just leave it. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, it's a little while later. You can see the sun's going down. It's still raining. My guys are gone, and the concrete is out here drying. We got all the tarps up. I'm just kind of monitoring it for a while till this stiffens up, just to make sure nothing blows over. I got ladder is like perched precariously over there. Try to keep the tarp from getting all carried away, and it's still raining pretty good here. It looks darker, it looks brighter in the video than it is in real life. It's still pouring out, or well, the rain slowed down actually, so that's good. Let's come over here and take a look at the signpost. Signpost is getting nice water, rained on antique finish on there. Kind of ruined the finish on that, but that's okay. It'll look old. And the mud mat is chilling over here. Obviously, I don't care what this looks like at all. But that's puddle little water. I had to poke some holes to try to get rid of the ponded water on it, but it'll set up. It's fine. So yeah, this is great here. Hopefully this won't blow away. Hopefully my ladder won't be stuck in the concrete forever. But I'm just kind of monitoring it. All right, it's the next morning. Our concrete is hardened up here. I'm gonna knock the dirt off my feet. I got a pumpless, or a little pump spray here. I'm going to put some sealer on it. I'm going to start over here. Oh, the wand is broken on my sealer thing, so it's going to apply it. Let's see, let's go this way. Ah, it's everywhere. Dang it. This is a water-based concrete sealer. My applicator is not working correctly, but we'll get it on here. Good thing I left the plastic on. You concrete guys are probably screaming at me right now and say, "What are you doing?" Well, this is the only sprayer I got, and it's getting it on there, so something's better than nothing. I'm just gonna try to fog in the thin spots here with my bougie sprayer. Get her sealed up nice. It's everywhere. All right, that's pretty good. I think that's way more than plenty. And it's a little damp out, so it's going to take a while for this to soak in and seal up. But got the old concrete sealed. I might get a broom actually, and I got a little ponding here. I'm going to broom it out just with my broom to kind of get an even distribution here. Wipe off the excess. I got a couple of wet spots and seal this thing up nice. And we'll come back later when it's dry, take the tarps down, we'll get a final look at the concrete here. Okay, so there we go. I've used my broom with the bristles to spread out the sealer, and I started on the far side, it's already starting to soak in, I can see. And I probably put it on a little heavy, but you know what, being outside for this outside pad, it's not going to hurt it. Got plenty of sealer on there, and it'll soak up in and help the curing process. But the concrete came out really nice. You guys did a really nice job. Anthony, Vince, and Kyle, and they did a heck of a job getting it out here. We worked together in the rain and got it done. So I'll let the sealer seal up and take down these tarps later on. Actually, it's going to rain tomorrow. Probably leave them up for another day. But it came out really nice, and I guess I'll jump ahead in the video, hopefully till when I get the tarps down. It's not extremely raining. We'll see what it looks like. But well, it's the next day. It's still raining, so I guess we're going to finish out the video because it's going to rain for like next umpteen days here. But here is the concrete. I've got it covered up with plastic just so the The roof overhang doesn't drip on it here and like wear a line in it. Well, it's still curing, but it's looking good here. Sealed it up. I can walk on it. And I've got the mud mat covered up with a tarp because that was having a hard time curing in the rain. So that should be working on curing under the tarp here on its own. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, she's starting to cure up there good. I threw a little bit of sealer on it just to help seal it. Not really too concerned about the mud mat. The signpost, the metal here, the rain really did a number on the concrete here. As you can see, it's kind of like exposed aggregate now. But I'll probably take my grinder and a flap wheel, and I'll flap wheel the top of this. And I might end up painting this, clean all the concrete off it here. And I might end up painting this when I paint the posts that go on there. So that's just chilling, doing what it is. But yeah, you can see like the top is still a little loose because it got so wet. But the concrete, it will look good. I'm going to wait another couple days, take the forms off. No reason to take them off now, right in the rain, get soaked. I put the date in here, 23, and I just did 2-3, so we can pretend it's 1923 if we want. Go back over here for a second. My post I was going to have isn't going to work on my bolt spread. The bolts are too close together, which I didn't realize because I didn't try it till the concrete came, and then it was a faux pax on my part. But let's go over here. This is the signpost. I'm getting rained on. Signpost I wanted to use. Came from my buddy's old fuel station. It's homemade, but the bolt spread is not enough here. The nuts would hit the pipe. So this is 6-inch diameter and it's real heavy. It's got a bunch of holes torched in it. I'm going to end up making a new pipe out of 4-inch Schedule 40 pipe and reinforce this so I can have my friend Jordan make a new base plate, and I'll make a new, I got to lean over here to get out of the rain, make a new 4-inch base plate, and we'll make a 4-inch signpost. In the back of the gas station here I have these steel hoops. These are a spool that some conduit came on, and they're the perfect diameter to make a hoop for the outside of the sign, because the sign originally had some kind of hoop around it to mount it. So what I can do is cut all this tubing free, and I'll have this perfectly rolled, I think it's like 1x2 tubing, and I can weld some tabs onto it, and the Richfield sign will bolt right in the center of this, and then I can fabricate some kind of mount on the bottom to mount on top of the signpost. So this is, I saved these, they're going in the dumpster, but, or we could put them on some kind of car and be like Whistle and Diesel and make some big steel wheels. But I think we'll make them into a sign mount. But I saved these, so it's going to be perfect diameter for my sign. So we'll do a future video when we build the sign post and get the sign up and all that stuff. Now that's it. I'm going to let the concrete cure, take the forms off. We'll be getting out the fuel pumps, the gas pumps. Be thinking about getting them mounted up. I have a 6-foot high Tokheim Model 39 fuel pump that has Richfield on it. That's going to go on there. And we're going to build a shorty fuel pump for like ethyl fuel. I have new reproduction lighted globes go on the top of the pumps. One is a Richfield. I think the other one is a Ford parts or something like that. I bought them down at Hershey last year. So brand new reproduction toppers, reproduction glass lenses. So those will get lit up. That's why the conduit's in the slab to light the globes up. So we'll get them out in a future video. Got the tow truck back here. And over here, I've got a pile of lumber under the tarp. We're also going to be building where the mud mat is, the 10x16 lean-to for the tow truck to park in. So they'll always be facing out from the gas station so you can see it there. So we'll be doing that. So a whole bunch of backyard gas station content coming up here in the next couple of months here on the channel. Hopefully you enjoyed the original build. If you saw that, you can go back. I'll put one of the clickers up top here. You can see the original build series on building this building back in 2020. And now we're finally getting the concrete pump island going to get the pumps mounted and do a bunch of other stuff. So we'll be working on the backyard gas station on and off through the spring/summer here, trying to get it buttoned up. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment down below, give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time. Hopefully the rain will stop. But we'll keep working on the backyard gas station and other car projects, bam, here at the Quick Speed Shop.